of Jerusalem. At the same time, it's a good opportunity. You come with a brother over here, so you can meet one of the Afro-Palestinians. We live in a quarter which is not on the map, and if you go to Israel, to God, you will never hear about it. I'm talking about the African quarter. African quarter because if you take the first generation, like my father, he came from Chad. The group came from Nigeria, the group came from Senegal and Sudan. As pilgrims, they had been to Mecca and Saudi Arabia. They came here, stayed here, began to marry from the Palestinian side. Today we are talking about the second, third and fourth generation. We are about 40 families. Now, it's very important to give an idea about the way we are living among Palestinians, the way among Israelis. With the Palestinians, we usually say we are privileged. We are well accepted, respected. If you go today to the African quarter, you find a lot of brothers married to Palestinian girls. You find Palestinians married to sisters from the quarter. We never felt discriminated because of the color, never. I think this has to do with our role on the level of the national struggle. It's well known that the African community in the old city used to be always among the avant-garde in the national struggle. For example, if you take the first Palestinian female to be put in Israeli jails came from the African quarter. She's the second generation, the father from Nigeria, the mother from Jericho. She was sentenced 30 years, of which she passed 11 years. Deported, she came back in 1994 with Chairman Arafat. Today she is the chief of the Palestinian police female in the Palestinian Authority. Now me myself, in 1968, when I was exactly 18 years old, I was arrested, sentenced 20 years, of which I passed 17 years. I was released in 1985 in a big exchange of prisoners. Now, whenever there is political tension between Palestinians and the Israelis, the first sector to be really affected by the Israeli measures are the Afro-Palestinians. If you go now, you'll find some of the sisters and brothers who used to be working in the Israeli side for more than 10 years. In this intifada, the third intifada, they were the first to be thrown out of their jobs. Well, I'm not surprised because discrimination in the Israeli society, it's an ideology. Take our people from Ethiopia, the Falasha. They are the most discriminated today. I remember late in the 80s there was a campaign of donation of blood. So the brothers sisters from Ethiopia went donated blood. At the end of the day they found all blood donated by them was thrown to the garbage. 10 months ago there was a big scandal. A sister, a member of the parliament, went to get blood, they refused to take the blood. See?
What time you get in?
As I told you, discrimination in this society is an ideology.
It is.
Now,
Because
I
we've
told
been
you we are about
discriminated.
40 families, but today the newly married from the brothers sisters are obliged to move out because it's so crowded. The space is the same and the population is coming up, and it's very dangerous to live. It's very dangerous. We had a brother who built one room on top of the roof of the parents' house for him, his wife, and children. He has to pay a fine of money, 30,000 shekels, to demolish the room by his own hands. He was obliged to do it. Otherwise, they would come demolish and they has to pay for the expense. So I hope once you go back home, you bring such a message to our people in the USA, because I feel bitterness and I am very sad when I see brothers, sisters following the Israeli tour guide like a cattle of goats. They don't want to listen, they don't want to hear about the African people. I'm a tour guide, and whenever I have clients and I see people from the USA, I intend to let them hear. I say to my clients, now we are moving towards the African quarter. Nobody dares to look at me. Nobody dares to look at me. So And if it happens, I meet some of the brothers or sisters, I said to them, look, don't think the Israelis like you or respect you. They like you green money, not more and less than
That's
that.
it.
That's it. Yes, yes.
That's
So once again, you are welcome. I hope
you.
next time you come will be in better conditions.
it. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I hope to see more and more of our people here.
Thank you so much.
Thank
For
you.
nothing, you are welcome, though. You are welcome.
Thank you. Shalom, shalom.
Inshallah.